Good evening, and welcome to the 2020 Civvy Awards. I'm F. Willis Johnson, Vice President of Programming and Partnerships for Bridge Alliance. In 2017, the Bridge Alliance, Big Tent Nation, and the National Conference on Citizenship, three leaders of the nonpartisan democracy reform movement, joined forces to launch the American Civic Collaboration Awards, or the Civvys, the first of its kind nationwide award for bridge builders and problem solvers. Now in its fourth year, the Civvies have grown in reach and meaning as the awards reflect a changing America and one that urgently needs what Civvies, nominees, and winners have to offer. The Civvies celebrate exemplary cases of civic-oriented work that elevate democracy at every level of American life through collaboration. By working together across divides, geography, industries, and circumstances, these organizations provide a blueprint for the rest of the nation as they problem solve how to make our differences work for us, not against us. Every day, headlines show entrenched partisanship and political leaders struggling to make progress. But these role models for collaboration are the antidote. And reading through the stacks of nominees each year is nothing short of proof that we, the people, can and do make a difference. I want to be sure to thank our nominators who let us know about these great projects and take the time to write such compelling nominations. And remember, you can be among them next year. We also have to thank our judges on the review committee who year after year volunteer their time and expertise to do the really hard work, evaluating these fantastic nominees to find the most impactful, the most scalable, and the most collaborative efforts from a sea of wonderful projects. So, a thank you to our reviewers, including Catherine Gill, Khalil Bird, Neil Simon, Manu Mill, Reginald Darby, Ron Stein, Amy Farrell, and yours truly, along with David Nevins. Each year, we also invite the previous year's winners to serve on the award committee. So a special note of appreciation to judges Craig Freshley of Makeshift Coffee House, last year's Committee's Choice Award winner, Brandon Whitney of IB, last year's national winner, and Veronica Crispin Palmer of Rise, Colorado, last year's local winner. As we get started in sharing this year's awards, we wanted to take a moment to honor the memory and lasting impact of one of last year's award winners, who sadly lost his life this year. Today, we mourn the loss, far too young and too soon, of Joel Odom. Brother Odom, who accepted last year's Youth Award on behalf of Generation Nation, which develops future civic leaders and gives them the tools they need to succeed. Joel ran for mayor at the age of only 20 in Charlotte, the youngest person ever to do so, mobilizing a community around his campaign. Though we are devastated at his loss, and our hearts go out to the Generation Nation community, we know that the impact of Joel's story continues. We are grateful to have had the chance to honor his work. So as we share today's winners, we keep Joel's example in mind as the kind of bridge building civic action that sustains our democracy. We'll now begin the awards program. We received a record number of nominees this year, resulting in 30 honorable mentions, which you can see on the screen here. Let's give a round of applause for our honorable mentions. Please check out their work for some serious inspiration. And remember, you can always be nominated again next year. Once again, congratulations to our honorable mention. Now, as we move on to our finalists and winners, thanks to the record number of nominees, we received 18 incredible finalists across 3 categories: national, local, and youth. In the national category, we had 6 finalists. Please join us in giving a round of applause to BRAVEN, Hidden Common Ground, and Strange Bedfellows Initiative by Public Agenda and USA Today with the National Issues Forums Network and the America Amplified Public Media Consortium, Maria Young, Issue Voter, the Civic Responsibility Project, Millennial Action Project, With the People, coordinated by the National Issues Forums Institute. At this time, I'll hand over the mic to Catherine Gale from this year's Civvys Review Committee to announce the winner.
Hello, everyone. I'm Catherine Gale, the founder of the Institute for Political Innovation, and I'm thrilled to be with you for this year's Civvys Awards. As part of this year's review committee, I have the honor of announcing that this year's National Civvys winner is the Civic Responsibility Project. Congratulations. The Civic Responsibility Project brings the broader business community together in collaboration to support voter participation and civic engagement. Research shows that supporting democracy is good for business, and the Civic Responsibility Project helps brands create and implement civic responsibility programs that get their employees and consumers actively engaged in democracy. Through their work, thousands of companies actively supported voting in the 2020 election. That's impact. And other industries can take lessons from the coalition's service-based model that they use. One fellow reviewer called the Civvys work ingenious. Please join us in congratulating the Civic Responsibility Project national winner. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Ashley Spillane, and on behalf of the Civic Responsibility Project, I want to thank the Civvys for this very kind recognition of our 2020 work. The Civic Responsibility Project is a nonprofit that incubates and supports organizations working with brands and industry leaders to increase voter participation. In 2020, we helped launch some of the most incredible initiatives like the Civic Alliance, Vote Early Day, and Power the Polls. And we provided support to groups like National Voter Registration Day, 866 Our Vote, Democracy is Good for Business, and Pizza to the Polls to help scale their already impressive work. It was a privilege to work with such incredible nonprofit leaders and talented advisors on this project. They not only made sure the 2020 election ran smoothly, they also helped create a culture of civic engagement in this country that we are really excited to build upon this year and next. Thank you so much to the Civvys for honoring the amazing work of these groups, and we are super grateful and look forward to working with you as we go forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll turn to the local category. We had 6 strong finalists in the local category this year. Please be sure to check out their work and congratulate them on this honor. Our 6 finalists include Akron Civic Commons of Akron, Ohio, Interfaith Council of Metro DC, Washington, DC, Pandemic Voting Project, organized by the NAACP Missouri State Conference, and Show Me Integrity of Missouri, SA 2020, San Antonio Shared Community Vision, STL Approves, St. Louis, Missouri, Tarrant County College Civic Engagement District Work Team, Fort Worth, Texas. Here to share the winner is Neil Simon from the Civvys Review Committee.
Hi, everyone. I'm Neil Simon, and as part of this year's review committee, I'm pleased to announce that this year's local Civvys winner is the SA 2020 project from San Antonio, Texas. Nearly 6,000 people in San Antonio are taking part in reimagining and rebuilding the future of their community through the process of creating a shared vision together, no easy feat, and then bringing that vision to life for all through research, storytelling, and practice. They use data from over 30 sources to inform decisions and priorities, seek continual feedback and input, and help local leaders work together towards shared goals. It's a model for broad-based input, for vision, and for impact. As one of my fellow reviewers put it, the mission of SA 2020 is deeply connected to a powerful vision of our founding fathers, not yet fully achieved. E pluribus unum, out of many, one. Through SA 2020, it appears that San Antonians are living into our national motto. Please join me in congratulating SA 2020.
My name is Karen Corbanes, and I lead SA 2020, the nonprofit responsible for driving progress toward a shared community vision in San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio is the only large city in the country that has a shared vision written every 10 years by the people who call the city home, and an independent nonprofit, that's SA 2020, holding more than 170 multi-sector organizations accountable to that vision. At SA 2020, we believe that people most impacted by systemic inequities, including Black and Brown San Antonians, hold the greatest knowledge to ensure that institutions meet the needs of the entire community. That is the power of a shared community vision. Thank you to the Civvys Awards for recognizing and honoring our work, and to Mayor Ron Nierenberg for nominating SA 2020 and knowing the significance of a shared community vision.
In the youth category this year, we had 6 finalists. Congratulations to Changes, The Conversationalists, DoSomethings.org, Our 2020 Vision Campaign, Green Our Planet, Kids Voting Durham, and the Student Prigs New Voters Project overall, including the specifically nominated Eckerd College California Student Vote and NAACP Youth and College Division Initiatives. Please give their work a follow online at Civvys, CIVVYS.org. And now I'll hand it over to our friend and fellow committee reviewer to announce our youth winner.
Hello, my name is Brian Clancy, and I'm a board member of the Bridge Alliance and also was part of the founding team that created the Civvys in 2017. And it's my honor to present the youth category winner this year. And it was such an amazing group of nominees. It was a very, very difficult process. But this year's winner is Green Our Planet. This innovative project from Las Vegas now is operating all over the United States and making big time impact as the nation's largest school garden program. Their creative approach brings together hydroponics, science, and local farmers markets to help young people connect with the earth, their own skills, and civic responsibility in their communities. One of our reviewers called it, quote, the sweetest damn thing ever. Another reviewer noted, taking environmental and STEM education beyond the garden and into the market unlocks a host of civic issues around our food systems for both students and the community, which is so powerful. This program involves 3,500 teachers and literally thousands of students across 10 states. Green Our Planet demonstrates impact on many levels, from teaching self-reliance and hard work to fostering entrepreneurship in climate science and promoting healthy eating and living. It's a holistic, engaging, pragmatic approach to getting young people involved in their communities and civic life.
My name is Kira Byrne, and I am the co-CEO and co-founder of Green Our Planet. Green Our Planet runs one of the largest school garden and hydroponics programs in the United States. We build outdoor gardens and indoor gardens, and then we train teachers how to use those gardens to teach students science, technology, engineering, math, nutrition, and entrepreneurship. Students learn how to run a business, write a business plan for their garden, and sell the food from their gardens at farmers markets. So we're empowering students to become the next generation of entrepreneurs, conservationists, and scientists. I want to thank the Bridge Alliance, the National Conference on Citizenship, and Big Tent Nation for awarding Green Our Planet the Civvys Award in the youth category. It really is such a great honor for us to receive this national award. And really, we owe it to all the teachers we work with, the principals, the students, the volunteers, the amazing Green Our Planet team, and to all our partners and sponsors who make our program possible. And I'd just like to end with a quote from President Obama. And he said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." Thank you.
In addition to our standard category winners, we also have 3 Committee Choice Awards to share this year. Since we had the most nominees ever, that naturally meant competition was stiff. And we want to ensure these awards highlight the best work happening out there, which sometimes means going beyond just 3 awards. So please join us as we announce these additional winners for Committee's Choice. We'll share these at one time, and they'll be presented by the following individuals: David Nevins, Reginald Darby, and Khalil Burke.
Our first Committee's Choice Award winner goes to Maria Yuan, an Issue Voter. Issue Voter connects constituents to members of Congress and uses technology to make voices heard. Given the urgent need for easy, clear understanding of issues, Issue Voters breaks down complicated policy and ballot measures and helps citizens to be more informed. Maria Yuan was also nominated for her work in streamlining data collection to better track and combat anti-Asian hate crimes. Her work in gathering, organizing, and disseminating key data on ballot issue and hate crimes alike provides a replicable, scalable model that other civic collaborators very well might learn from. Please join us in congratulating Maria Yuan.
I'm Maria Yuan, Founding Executive Director of Issue Voter, and I'm honored to accept an American Civic Collaboration Award. The Civvies are groundbreaking in uniquely highlighting the importance of collaboration in our work toward a healthier democracy. And I admire all of the nominees' work in the field. Thank you to the Review Committee, Bridge Alliance, Big Tent Nation, and the National Conference on Citizenship. At Issue Voter, we provide a free public resource that makes it easy to know what legislation is before Congress, understand it, make your voice heard, and hold elected officials accountable. What you may not know is that collaboration is what makes it possible for us to advance our mission, to give everyone a voice in our democracy, and to reach the hard to reach, which creates a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive America. For example, through our partnership with Right to Vote's newsletter, we inform individuals incarcerated at over 400 prisons across the US about legislation. Through our partnership with 1% for the Planet, we empower over 5,000 members with knowledge about bills that affect the environment. All of this would not be possible without Issue Voters' advisors, team, volunteers, interns, supporters, donors, and of course, our community of active issue voters, people using the platform year-round. Our vision is that together, we can create the world we want to live in through representative democracy. So again, thank you. I hope many of you will join us in giving everyone a voice and making civic engagement on policy accessible, efficient, and impactful. Please feel free to reach out, and I look forward to connecting with you. Thanks.
Hey there, I'm Reginald Darby with the Millennial Action Project, and I'm presenting the Committee's Choice Award. The Committee's Choice Award goes to the Pandemic Voting Project, organized by the NAACP Missouri State Conference and Show Me Integrity. Missouri's impressive voter turnout in 2020 had the Pandemic Voting Project to thank. This truly cross-partisan initiative brought together Republicans and Democrats, the public and private sector, and even groups like doctors and realtors that all collaborate to help more people in Missouri vote safely. Together, they gave people more ways to vote absentee, supported election authorities, registered and educated voters, and launched new technology at movote.com that registered 16,000 voters with a 92% voting rate. I personally believe that this should be considered a masterclass in civic pandemic response. With this initiative, the most important piece of our American democracy was accessible to a larger group of people, even in the midst of a pandemic. And again, congratulations to the Pandemic Voting Project.
Hi, I'm Nimrod Chappell, president of the Missouri State Conference of the NAACP.
And I'm Benjamin Singer, executive director of Show Me Integrity.
Thank you to the Civvys Award Committee, including the Bridge Alliance, Big Tent Nation, and the National Conference on Citizenship. The most rewarding thing is that we heard from voters themselves who said that they wouldn't have voted at all in this pandemic, but for the Pandemic Voting Project, particularly movote.org.
Our coalition worked with Republican leaders on modifying absentee voting laws during the pandemic and then implemented the movote.org technology so that you can request an absentee ballot safely and securely from your smartphone. A huge thank you to the Missouri Foundation for Health for the seed funding, as well as Dr. Bronner's, the National Vote at Home Institute, Vote America, and the Missouri Association of Realtors for your generous support of this critical work.
Thank you to the NAACP, the Show Me Integrity board members, staff, volunteers, and everyone who used movote.org and spread the word, especially the Missouri Voter Protection Coalition. And a big thank you to Risa Sunakawa for your work on movote.org.
From advocacy to coalition building to voter experience, when you seek to understand everyone's perspective and meet them where they are and share the credit, it is amazing what's possible. Thank you.
I'm Khalil Bird, CEO of Invest America. Our final award is a Committee's Choice Award, which goes to DoSomething.org's Our 2020 Vision campaign. The pandemic, the election, and renewed calls for racial justice all changed the way we live in 2020. And young people were especially affected as school and major milestones were disrupted by COVID-19. DoSomething.org mobilized in response to give young people more of a say, especially with their vote. The Our 2020 Vision campaign registered 250,000 voters, all online. 37% of those were rural voters. One reviewer called the group a proven leader. Here's to learning more lessons from their work that we all can use in the future. Please join us in congratulating DoSomething.org.
I'm Karen Goldfeder at DoSomething.org. Thank you so much to the Civvys. I am honored and grateful to accept this award on behalf of our entire staff, all of our partners, and our community of young members nationwide. Amidst a global pandemic and economic crisis and the forces of voter suppression, young people faced unprecedented barriers to voting in 2020. And yet, young people proved that nothing could silence their voices. Driven by issues like racial justice, COVID-19, climate change, and mental health, young voters turned out to the polls in historic numbers, with young people of color having an especially critical impact on the election. This award is a testament to the brilliance and tireless dedication of our entire staff and all of our partners. Above all, it's a testament to the power of young people to change our country and our world for the better. Thank you.
Wow, what an evening. What an inspiration. What a joy to be able to celebrate so many nominees, honorable mentions, and of course, this year's 2020 Civvy awardees. We want to thank you for joining us, and we particularly want to thank the reviewers and nominators of these tremendously important and impactful projects across our nation. We hope to see you next year. And for more about the Civvys, visit civvys.org or follow us on social media, as well as celebrate us on social media with the hashtag Civvys. Until next year, be well.